What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Friday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. My Twitter account, off of a sweep. 3-0. Somebody in the Discord channel said, man, the 6 million episode, why didn't I parlay it? They saw it coming. Probably some truth to that, right? We get to 6 million, which is actually, somebody pointed out that that's listens, not the YouTube video. YouTube video is where you find the BetMGM offer, which is always right above me. $10 bet to win $150. Juice $150 at sign up for a new account with BetMGM. But if you did that, would have been a nice little payout. 3-0. Hockey over. Easy. Under. Rangers. A little bit of a sweat. Warriors. Easy. That was about as non-stressful of a night, that's why I'm in a good mood, that I've had in a while. To go 3-0 officially, to knock down all those bets and get the plus 125 on the alternative 5, the under 5. Yee, that's not bad. It's a nice way of running into a Friday here. The don't bet parlays parlay is up. It didn't qualify last week. It hit the week before, so we'll go back to that today. We've got a baseball bet, a hockey bet, and a basketball bet. I'm wearing the Celtics hat for a reason for Boston. Don't have a play on the side, though. 8.5 is way too many points to bet. Can't lay that, but I will have a play on it coming up in just 1 second. But before we get to the picks, let's talk about the Omaha Steaks and where we are with our Dads Want Steaks package. 3 of you sent me DMs with pictures of the orders you placed yesterday. Keep doing that. When you place an order, absolutely send me a DM on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt and let me know because, well, I have this in my fridge and it's darn good. It's really, really good. Father's Day right around the corner. The perfect time to do this. Go to omahasteaks.com. Type in juice in the search bar and it will pop right up on your screen. Dads Want Steaks. That package is $99. It's a limited edition. This is I think it's about $150 off the normal pricing. It's $250 for all this food that you're going to get, and it's a lot of food, man. It's a lot of really good food. The bacon wrap fillets are phenomenal. Jumbo Branks, boneless chicken breast. You got the caramel. I have not had, actually, the caramel apple tartlets. They're in my freezer. I need to go and try. I haven't tried them yet. I got to try them out, but they look phenomenal. They're all individually wrapped. Gorgeous. Really, really good. 100% beefy, bold flavor from Omaha Steaks. They're going to give you 8 free Omaha steak burgers with this package. So not only do you get fillets and pork chops and chicken breast and jumbo franks, they're going to give you steak burgers as well. The dad in your life, your dad, for a dad in your neighborhood, friends, family, whatever. On Father's Day, this is a hell of a thing to get. Order it so it arrives in time for Father's Day. Take care of that today for sure. 16 entrees, 4 desserts, 8 free Omaha steak burgers. It's phenomenal. Easy peasy to do it. omahasteaks.com. Type in juice in the keyword in the search box. Bam, we're here. Then screenshot your order. Give it to me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt. Let me see it. Let's rock and roll with Omaha Steaks. It's easy to talk about these guys because the food is so darn good. I'm a foodie. I like eating. I like grilling. I like smoking. If you are like me, well, if you're like me, you like whiskey too. But if you're like me, you like Omaha Steaks a lot. Check it out, omahasteaks.com. Go ahead, search the keyword, put the keyword juice in there to take advantage of the Dads Want Steaks package. Okay, so let's jump into the picks here, and let's start with Boston and their game here. 8.5, too rich. Too rich. But the total is 201. You saw it last night in the Warriors game. What happened? Game flew over. 201. Lowest total of the entire series for Miami and Boston. Last game went under by 30.5 points. The theory is that Miami's not going to score, right? Maybe. Okay, possible. Tyler Hero is going to play. That's going to be a big key here, okay? So we've got the last 2 games that have gone under. 203.5 under, 206 under, 203 game 1 against Miami, over by 22 points. 206 in the second game, over by 23 points, and then 207.5 over by 4.5 points. The books come back with a low of 201 here. All right. Boston wins this game. Think Boston wins this game going away. I think the white flag might get thrown up here, But here's what I need. I need 90 points out of the Miami Heat. I think we can get 90 points out of the Miami Heat. I really do. I know they've only scored 82 and 80 over the last 2 games. They're banged up. They're tired. Something tells me they're going to hit more shots. Something tells me that Tyler Hero being out there will help. I think that we need 90 points. If they get to 90, we're going over. Because Boston's going to get, in my opinion, Boston will score 110 points tonight, okay? And we'll go over, I guess, 111 points tonight, and we'll go over, all right? I think Boston's going to win this game going away. I am going to personally lay the 8.5, but I'm not going to recommend it officially because it's a lot of points. It's too many points. If you want to get kind of creative, you could tease this with a 5-point teaser. You could pull Boston down to a 3.5 and take the total down to, as a 5-point teaser, to get down to 196 and bet the over, okay? I wouldn't mind that. You can do that. Most often you'll get even money on a play like that. Don't recommend teasing basketball all that much. But officially, we're going to go over 201 for a half a unit at -110 for the Celtics at home. Celtics win. Do think they cover, but I think we're going to go over here. I think we'll see a score somewhere around like game 3, 109, 103, potentially maybe Boston scoring 110 or more. So maybe it's 110 to 100, somewhere in that range. I know Miami's banged up. I do think they'll bring some more fight with them, though, here for a game 6. Try to force it back to Miami. I don't think it happens. Boston wins. Boston covers, I think, but the official play will be over 201 for Boston and Miami tonight in game 6. Hopefully it's Boston versus the Golden State Warriors, because if so, we have a 10-1 and a 7-1, and we have called the NBA Finals. If you have bet both futures with us here on the Daily Juice podcast, you have a 10-1 ticket and a 7-1 ticket, and we're good. We're profitable. Already profitable by at least, if you talk about 6 or 9 units, 1 unit bet on both these plays, a 1 unit at 7-1, a 1 unit at 10-1. Not bad. Warriors, and we'll play off of that. We'll have some fun with it. It will be a profitable NBA Finals regardless of what happens for this. So very cool, very fun. More to come coming up on the NBA Finals if Boston does win. June 2nd, that Thursday night, is the start of the NBA Finals. Okay, second bet. Colorado Avalanche on the road at the St. Louis Blues. I don't know about this, but I'm going to go with a gut play. My gut play tells me that the St. Louis Blues going back home, who lost both games to Colorado at home, will play their best game of the series. That Colorado is going to be frustrated and angry that they had to go and get on an airplane after being up 3-0 after the first period, had to get on an airplane and fly to Colorado. Fly to St. Louis, to fly to St. Louis to play this game. St. Louis is psyched. They're going back home. I just don't trust Darcy Kemper. I think it's a problem. I think St. Louis wins this game. I have a home dog in a must-win situation at +140. I think we're going 7 games. I think St. Louis is getting the game. I think they're winning this game. I think St. Louis is going to fight. I think Colorado knows they got the game in their back pocket. More fight, more energy, more intensity goes on St. Louis with their home crowd. I'm taking the Blues on the money line. +140 on the money line for the Blues to jump in here. And my final play, Red Sox bats are hot. Garrett Whitlock's been pretty good for the Red Sox. Kyle Brandish is 1-3 with a 5.74 ERA. Boston's coming off of a game in which they scored big runs, 16 of them, 16-7 the final up against Chicago and the White Sox. Boston in that series scored 16 runs twice in that series. They lost 3-1 in that one game that got shut down, but they've been scoring runs 7, 6, 8, 16, 1, 16. Against the Orioles, Boston's 1-2 on the year. I'm going to go Boston, and I know that the Orioles have been good on the money, on the run line this season. I think the Red Sox are going to win this game big. Garrett Whitlock, I'm backing the boys. It's a Boston day. It's a Boston Friday. Boston, -1.5 runs on the run line. Red Sox beat up on the Orioles here. +102. You get plus money on this. We're taking another plus money flyer bet on this. Red Sox run line against the Orioles at +102. Starting to back my guys. My guys are starting to play. I like what I'm seeing. Yankees on the run line, probably not a bad idea either. But they're not part of the parlay. the don't bet a parlay is the following. I'm taking the San Diego Padres on the run line at home against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Padres have been really good this year under the radar. Taking the Mets on the money line at home against the Philadelphia Phillies. And I'm laying the run line with the Rangers on the road at the Oakland A's. Now, that's a plus 750 bet. Pushing a little bit more than what I normally do. It qualifies, obviously. New York, Carrasco against Effin going. I like the Mets in that matchup. We've got a Oakland team at home throwing Cole Irvin up against John Gray for Texas. John Gray hasn't been great. Irvin's been okay, but the Rangers 10-11 on the road. Oakland 6-15 at home. They stink at home. No one's there. They'll lose that game. I think Texas comes in and wins that game big. And then I think if we're looking for a third option, Mets money line and the Padres at home against the Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean, come on now. Padres have been playing good baseball. They are, let's see. It is Quintana against Manaea. You've got San Diego at home this year, 11-9. Pirates are 7-11 on the road. Quintana's not been bad, 2.43 ERA. Manaea's been 2-3 with a 4.04 ERA, but the offense for this Padres team lost a couple of games, but they've been playing better. Padres are 2-1 this year against the Pirates. Both games that they won on the run line. Plus 750 bet, Padres run line, Mets money line, Rangers run line, plus 750 for the don't bet parlays. Parlay going here for a Friday. All right. So here are the plays for us once again. Over 201, Celtics in the Miami Heat minus 110. Blues plus 140 on the money line, half a unit to win and force a game 7. Red Sox on the run line minus 1.5 at plus 102. The parlay a plus 750. Padres run line, Mets money line, Rangers run line coming in at a plus 750 for the don't bet a parlay. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt each and every morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.